5. Finna rock around with my man's RG3 in the motherfucking Cleveland Browns. They break it down. They break it down. It's finna get it in. You know what I'm talking about? Man, I fuck with my boy Duke Johnson at the running back position, man. I think he's underrated on this game, but it is what it is. Got my man Josh Gordon in the lineup today. Of course, you know, got to keep the Chiefy head in there. But let's see who we going against, man. See who we running up on. Okay, going against AZ, NAZ, let go.
Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's RG3's Browns going up against Palmer's Cardinals. And with that, it's off to the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona, where we'll hand it over to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Arizona Cardinals. Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. He's got time. And this one complete to Jermaine Gresham. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. He's had it ever since he entered campus there, and still has it today. But you know something? Hard work and incredible efficiency does pay off, and that's Larry Fitzgerald of Arizona. 107 catches. I thought he's supposed to be getting older and slowing down.
I was just going to say, people are wondering when Father Time's going to catch him. But he's too fast for Father Time.
Right now, he's keeping Father Time at bay, and in fact, is still continuing to flourish in the desert.
And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
Joe Hayden is a complete cornerback. He tackles, he covers, and does everything with incredible speed.
Get ready.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Partner, I know we're supposed to be impartial and not root, but be honest. Weren't you excited for the opportunity for David Johnson of Arizona to have 100 yards from scrimmage in each and every game this year?
Yeah, and looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And trying to give a lift to this offense today will be the Duke, the former Cane, Duke Johnson.
Comes from a great tradition of runners at Miami of Florida. He's one of the best ones we've seen in recent years.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Again, it's Johnson. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful. Well, this past year, Arizona finished 7-8-1. Here are the defensive starters for the Cardinals. What do you make of this football team defensively heading into next year, Charles?
Well, they're an aggressive group, and they didn't generate the same number of takeaways that they normally do. But I think that coming back in 2017, a great core of players, and they'll get Tyrann Mathieu back. If they get him back at his 2015 level, look out, because Patrick Peterson's one of the best corners in the game as well.
So a 3rd and 8. Play fake to Johnson. Now here's Griffin. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danny Shelton in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him up?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Desmond Bryant in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll send Brown in motion right. They go play action now. Palmer. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And it's 4th down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Palmer and the offense staying put. They're going to try for it on 4th down. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll try and throw for him with Palmer. And he can't get away from the pressure. Palmer sacked. And as the Cleveland Browns come back out on the field, they'll get going again on offense here in a second. But 1-15 this last year. And it's a franchise that since moving back to Cleveland in '99 has only been to the playoffs 1 time.
Hard to believe, right? Just 2 winning seasons in that time frame as well. But I think there's optimism to be had here in Cleveland. I think that the fans, it's tough for them to see it after another 1-15 season, but I think that they have a plan in place to move this franchise forward. Ownership, front office, head coach, all in lockstep together with a vision and a plan that they intend to execute.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Going to give to Johnson. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, That was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Here we go with Johnson. There goes Duke Johnson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson, 48 yards. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense.
And got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On first down, it's Palmer. Screen play, Johnson. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'd be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And the wideout in motion. Now they send a man in motion right. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Now that's a 3rd down play. A little razzle-dazzle nearly gets them into the end zone, although they do come up a bit short. Now what do you do on 4th down?
They come out here in the I. They run. It's Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. 2nd and 10 now. Griffin. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals.
There's no sense in dancing around it. Not a lot of bright spots to talk about in Cleveland this year. But I think Isaiah Crowell, the running back, he's a guy we got to keep an eye on in the future. Short of 1,000 yards, but it's hard for him to get enough carries to get there.
Yeah, but he was healthy, started all 16 games. Coach Hugh Jackson, though, said it was his goal to get him to 1,000. You're right, though, just shy of that at 952. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. And this is incomplete. Hey, I wanted to sneak this in. Overtime in the Super Bowl. First ever, by the way. Some folks after were having the discussion, do they like the college rules for overtime better? Should each team at least get an offensive possession? What do you think?
Now, how deep are you talking about the college rules? Because I don't like the college overtime because it feels gimmicky to me. Because it's
starting from the
football.
25.
Yeah, it's not real football. But you're talking about make it equal.
Should each team at least get a possession?
I am so old school, Brandon. I liked the original sudden death. Okay? Coin flip. One team gets the ball, one team doesn't. You have a chance to stop them on defense. If you don't do that, so be it. That's just me. But in this situation, I do like the tweak the NFL made. If you go downfield and score a touchdown, that's your ball game. If it's a field goal or less, then the other team gets a possession. I think that's more than equitable. But for me, bring it back to the original sudden death.
Man, you are old school. I do think at least it should be a touch. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action with Griffin. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The tight end, Gary Barnidge, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll indeed go for it with Griffin. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Parkey's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this one's intercepted. A 3rd interception for Palmer. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it. Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now they'll throw it with Griffin. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 3rd and short. Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? 3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Well, let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense. I guarantee every coach wants to go for it on 4th and 1 in this spot, but so few of them have the guts to do it in their own territory. But he puts his faith in his offensive line, and they're able to pick up the first.
To throw, he rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Darren Fells, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A first down carry here for Johnson. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Second down following the run.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there. And you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, 49 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect.
And he can't get away from the pressure. Palmer sacked. Desmond Bryant in there to get him for a loss of 5. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver. And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Now Palmer on 3rd and long. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. They come out here in the eye. Throwing is Palmer. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
2nd and 10 now. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Play fake to Johnson. Now here's Griffin. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Here now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, that's game, bro. Good game, my dude. Hell of a game defensively, man. We came out and did our motherfucking thing, boy. I tell you, we had some offensive struggles in the beginning of the game, but we knew we was going to get that playing with the Browns, man. At the end of the day, we came in and did what we needed to do. Got them ugly points, you feel me? But on the ground was, to a degree, successful. Able to move the rock a little bit, you know, get through there. A couple big first downs. Oh, let me get through there. Come on. Come on, so. We made some big plays in the on the defensive side. Maestro, bro, good game, my dude. Come on, you might have underestimated me a little bit, but it's all good. I ain't worried about it.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Give them a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Let me see if my guy can make this, man.
That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Come on, bro. You
So
doing
coming
too
on
much.
now is the field goal
Oh,
unit. They're going to try. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
Browns kicker do not got a leg, man. That man can't kick.
In the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
He said he's coming.
They'll try and throw for it with
There
Griffin.
it is. And that'll really wrap it up, man. That's game. Game. The Cleveland Breakdowns coming at AZN. Oh, there's already 7, man. Come on, that's what I'm talking about. For real, for real. Oh, why not? There we go.
On the
Find the hole.
ground, this is
Find the hole.
Johnson. And for one of the few times here
We
today,
ain't got no more
this one's
timeouts,
not
so we
gonna
just
go
gonna kill
anywhere.
the clock, man.
And in this situation with a lead,
But yeah, RG3 came out ugly, man. Inaccurate as fuck. We expected it though. You know, we expected that. That was gonna happen.
We're gonna see that loaded in the box in a big way. 6,
Good
7,
throw,
8,
good
9,
catch.
whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit
It
more
is what it
pressure.
is. You know the man.
Gotta give credit where
Man,
it's
what he
due.
was when he
Really
came in
nice
the league.
defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful.
Nonetheless,
Not any run after it.
successful
9 yards
enough.
to
He
go.
actually got a
It's third
touchdown
down.
pass to Coleman running through the middle. Was able to break one, bust it open on the sideline.
Coverage here. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
They give to Johnson going right. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Yeah, buddy. We're gonna wrap this thing up, man. I think we got like 4 picks on the day too. The boy Joe Hayden got 2. I don't know who else got some of that action, but they was most
So now
definitely
here comes the field
ball
goal team for the
hawking
3rd
shit.
time today. Right hash mark of
And that's
42
money. He can
yard
make that.
attempt. And
That
Parkey's
nigga, look, he
kick
barely
is
squeaking
good.
that over there from
And that
35.
will
He can make
extend their
that.
lead even
It's
further.
nothing.
So it goes down as an 8-play drive,
Let's
and
go,
they cap
baby.
it with the
Go
field
on
goal.
and finish this
Yeah, they were
thing
able
up.
to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
So out now come the Cardinals. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think,
Oh, there it is. There it is. They coming. They coming. That line, man. If there's one thing them niggas been doing today, they been busting through that thing. Ooh, them niggas hungry. They been all in that boy's fucking Palmer face today. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Pick.
everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense.
Yeah, we've been having them do that all day, throwing in the double coverage, ugly looks, no open passes. Like he's saying right now, no open passes, man. Come on, bro. Cornerbacks is pretty solid on this team. If there's one thing they got, it's cornerbacks, bro. Most definitely don't do that dumb shit. I'm on that. Pick. Oh, good Lord.
And that should do it.
Yep.
By Tremont Williams.
That's 5, man. Go on, you know what I'm talking about, wrap it up now. We got him. He just couldn't move the rock. Defensively, it was just too much for him, you feel me? Look at that, 38%. He was worse than RG3. 38% completion? I ain't gonna do it, buddy. There he goes, made him quit. Let's go, man. Cleveland coming in. RG3 and company getting the W on the road against the tough-ass defense of the Arizona Cardinals. Somehow making it happen. It was ugly, but 23-7 don't look like it, man. Looked like we went up on him a couple times, but, hey, big plays defense. If you can play D, you don't really need to provide that much offense. If you can shut a nigga down, make some picks, use your lurk, pick some shit, fumble, we got a couple of those. You ain't got to do too much off on the offensive end. You know what I'm talking about? So, there it is. We're going to wrap it up, man. So, boy, I'm out.